from KPRC Channel 2. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 5.
Tonight, we're tracking rain and storms moving through the Houston area. This as emergency officials prepare for the potential for flooding overnight. Plus, disturbing allegations involving Houston's Strake Jesuit College Preparatory. Multiple Jesuits who spent time there accused of sexual abuse of a minor. And paying tribute to Houston Texans Bob McNair. We'll take you to a celebration of life being held at NRG Stadium this afternoon.
The story's in a moment, but we begin with that weather alert. The threat of heavy rainfall leading to concerns now about the potential for flooding overnight.
Yeah, let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley, who's joining us now for an update.
Well, and I tell you, this is the scene we're going to see around town this evening. I know it's Friday night, people have parties and shopping and they're going out, and this is the Beltway down in Fort Bend County, and it looks like both sides of this are just come to a standstill. I've been looking at this for 45 minutes. It hasn't moved. So flash flood watches through 8 a.m., maybe pared back to as early as 4 a.m. So it was noon, so that's good. Get this system in here and out of here. There is a chance for isolated tornadoes as the front comes through, especially after midnight tonight. So let's talk about the rains we're seeing. Back here over Austin, that is an aerial flood advisory till 6:45, but they haven't had too terribly much rain. What I'm seeing here, these red areas, are the heavier showers, and those have been dropping anywhere from a third to a half-inch of rain per hour. So nothing dramatic, but enough to slow you down and cause wrecks, that's for sure. Down to the south, some lightning here just off of Bay City. That's disappeared, thank goodness. But we're going to continue to see the chance for a little lightning here and there. In the meantime, 2 to 3 inches has already fallen up in Huntsville. So if you've had heavy rain already, watch out especially tonight for more, because that's just going to exacerbate the whole problem. Here's exact track radar for the state. Nothing too dramatic, which is good. There's a low here to the south of the border that's going to continue to move our way. That's what's got to come through to clear all of this out of here. So there's the future cast. I'll stop it at 7:30. There's a big clump of showers, and it looks like we might want to get a bit of a break. I can't guarantee much of one because it fills in pretty quickly, but that's 10:30. Then once we get to 1 in the morning, 1:30, there's the front. That's what's got to move through here. We were looking at 3 a.m. just yesterday, so we'll take 1:30 if we can get it. By the time we get to 4, it's right there along the coast, continues through the Beaumont area, Lake Charles, and then Saturday we end up cloudy and cold, rather a raw day for Saturday. The sun comes back out for Sunday, but the showers increase this evening, 2 to 3 inches of rain. 1 to 3 possible overnight. Add that up, 2 and 1, 3 and 3. You get 3 to 6 inches for the entire event. Some places maybe a little more, but not much. And then cloudy, as I said, for Saturday. I'll have more on all of it straight ahead.
All right, we'll see you soon, Frank. Thank you, sir. Tonight we have crews spread out across the Houston area monitoring the weather conditions.
Channel 2's Bill Spencer is live in our storm tracker, checking out the roads in West Houston. So, Bill, how's it looking out there now?
Yes, Lauren, we're on I-10 headed east right now in the Brookshire area, and it looks quite a bit worse than it did at 4 o'clock today. Rain coming down very heavy in the area that we are in right now. Still, people are moving at pretty good speeds. About 50 miles an hour is what we're traveling right now, headed east again on I-10. I can see that really no tie-up in traffic ahead of us. You know, a lot of mist on the road, a lot of water coming up off of the road onto the vehicles. Again, if you're driving, I would say definitely keep your eyes on the road. It's getting very gray and kind of cloudy. Cloudy, I mean foggy, but very, very gray, and lots of water being kicked off the vehicles that are beside us and ahead of us. So I'd say keep both the hands on the wheel, stay off that cell phone, to keep your focus on the road ahead, and you should be okay. But it has picked up in intensity over the last 60 minutes or so. It is definitely a lot trickier than it was an hour ago. Reporting live on I-10 East, this is Bill Spencer, KPRC Channel 2 News. Back to you.
All right, good advice, Bill. Thank you. We're following some breaking news. Bush Intercontinental Airport announcing on Twitter that it is under a ground stop due to the storms moving through the area. In addition, 6 flights have now been diverted from Bush Airport and are now headed to other airports. Homeowners along with members of law enforcement are preparing ahead of any possible flooding as well.
Yeah, Channel 2 Sophia Beausoleil continues tonight's team coverage for us. She is live in Northwest Harris County with more on this story. Sophia?
Well, precinct 4 constable equipment out and ready and moved it to higher ground just in case there are flooding issues that appear later on tonight. And just to kind of give you some perspective, we are along Cypresswood Drive. If you live in the it tends to flood. And if we go back behind these trees, that's where Cypress Creek is, and many people are tonight. Cypress Creek is low for now, but people who live here know it becomes a different story when it rains.
I've been lucky with my house, but I know the creek here floods.
The topic of flooding is always, a concern in this area of Harris County.
The Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's office spent the afternoon getting their equipment ready just in case the heavy rain causes problems.
Anytime that we have a reason to believe it's going to flood down here, then we start moving all that stuff up high.
The constable's office backs up to Cypress Creek, and during Harvey, it flooded.
The water got very deep around here. The water continued to rise until the point that it actually entered our courthouse, our operating facilities, and many other businesses and homes and everything else in this area.
The creek, you can practically see it from here.
Marion Fennell's house flooded for the first time during Harvey. Even though we're not expecting the historic rain totals that we saw during that storm, Marion isn't taking the warnings for today lightly.
Well, I made my little trench deeper that carries the water that falls from the house.
As for constables with Precinct 4, they're bracing for a long night.
The staff will be beefed up between 80 and 100, working various different shifts and so forth, monitoring the roadways, the watersheds, and again, the creeks and so forth.
And tonight you're going to hear this from me, and you're going to hear it from my colleagues, and you're going to hear it from law enforcement. Turn around, don't drown. We say it all the time. We still see some of y'all going through those barricades. Don't do it. You're putting your life in danger along with first responders. So this is a good night. Stay home, enjoy those Christmas movies, and enjoy some time with the family indoors. Reporting live from Northwest Harris County, Sophia Bosley, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Great idea, Sophia. Thank you. The Houston Fire Department is ready to respond to any high water situations that might pop up overnight. It's all thanks to some new equipment. Channel 2's Roseanne Aragon got the chance to check it out. She's live now in North Houston to show us more. Roseanne?
That's right. The Houston Fire Department says it's thankful for its new equipment to help in areas just like this one along Greens Bayou. Take a look. It's raining much more heavily than it was just an hour ago, and the bayou is slowly rising. They say this equipment will definitely help. It's all in the name of preparation. The Houston Fire Department got its newest high water rescue vehicle, placed here today in Greens Point at Fire Station 84. As North Houston is expected to get the brunt of the storm, this 5-ton refurbished 1993 military vehicle is one of now 9 high water rescue vehicles that the fire department has to work with, placing them in areas of need. The vehicles fit 18 people or more and have an 8-foot air intake, allowing the vehicles to drive through 3 feet of water. Firefighters also got 2 new boats at Station 84. All tools that the fire department says will be vital in case that this area floods.
It took a long time to get the equipment here. Once we got the equipment, we were able to do the work. But now we're set to go right to work. So tonight at 18:30, we believe storms are going to start coming in. This equipment will be staffed, ready to roll out, and we'll already be patrolling the area looking for people in distress.
Now, the city is telling residents to download their emergency alert app called Alert Houston for the latest weather updates and safety tips. Reporting live from North Houston, Roseanne Aragon, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Roseanne, thank you. And you can stay on top of the forecast anytime. Just download Frank's free weather forecast app. Just search KPRC on your Apple or Android.
We are following a breaking news alert out of Charlottesville, Virginia. A self-proclaimed white nationalist has been found guilty in the death of Heather Heyer. She was killed when James Fields drove his car into a crowd as protesters clashed with alt-right demonstrators in Charlottesville back in August of 2017. A jury found James guilty of all 10 charges, including first-degree murder. Well, it's an alert you saw first right here on click2houston.com. Multiple Jesuits accused of sexual abuse of a minor. The Jesuits' U.S. Central and Southern Province releasing a list of the accused, and some of them have Houston ties. Channel 2's investigator Joel Eisenbaum is live at Strake Jesuit College Preparatory in Southwest Houston with this story. Joel?
Jonathan, each of these men at some point in their careers worked at Strake Jesuit. Keep in mind, for the most part, this was decades and decades ago. Most of these men are dead, but it has prompted further review here at the high school. Last week, it was search and seizure at Houston's Archdiocese headquarters. Now another bombshell, as the Jesuits of the Central and Southern U.S. released Friday a list of members with, quote, credible allegations of sexual abuse of a minor. On that disturbingly long list, 6 men with former ties to Strake Jesuit College Preparatory School in Houston. Of the 6, only 2 are still living. Vincent Orlando was principal at Strake Jesuit from 1979 to 1984, when a Strake Jesuit student reported him for inappropriate touching. But Orlando stayed at the school until 2000. He now lives in St. Louis. Thomas Naughton was president of the school in 1989 and 1990. According to an assignment record, Naughton died in 2012. No public allegations involve Strake Jesuit students. The only other living man on the list is connected to Strake Jesuit, but not implicated in crimes with students here. He now lives in Louisiana. 65-year-old Jody Blanchard left the Jesuits and is now a counselor to the elderly, according to his LinkedIn page. From the school's liaison, this came today. Nothing is more important to us than the safety and well-being of our students. The school has a zero-tolerance policy regarding sexual abuse of minors. We have comprehensive measures and policies in place to ensure a safe environment for students. From the Jesuits' regional leadership, they say they're going to take a closer look at the school's personnel records, but that third-party glance won't start until March of next year. We're live on the southwest side. I'm Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Joel, thank you for that report. This afternoon, friends, family, and many fans filled NRG Stadium to remember Houston Texans founder Bob McNair.
Yes, Randy McElvoy was also attending that memorial service and is here now with how Bob McNair is being honored now.
Yeah, a great event today. Bob McNair loved the Texans. The city of Houston, it was made clear again today, giving back was very, very important to him. Bob McNair had a vision in 1997 to get the NFL back to Houston. It took a lot of work and patience, but in 1999, that good news came, and 3 years later, the Texans debuted. McNair had a love for football, but his life was about so much more. Today, those that knew him well celebrated his life. One by one, family, friends, and dignitaries filed into NRG Stadium to celebrate the life and legacy of Bob McNair, who passed away November 23rd at the age of 81.
Bob McNair was a gentle giant who shared his successes with all of us. When Bob succeeded, we all succeeded.
McNair was best known for bringing the NFL back to Houston, but that was only one area of impact the Texans chairman and CEO had on a city he had called home since the 1960s.
He knew that bringing the NFL back would help show the world what an extraordinary place Houston is.
Supporting education and medical research were priorities for McNair and his wife Janice, together giving back over $500 million over the years through their foundation.
He would do the kindest things at random moments, and he would do it many times when people had no idea.
Today's message, McNair was a man of integrity who was gracious, approachable, and always put faith first.
Mr. McNair kind of embodied what the American dream was all about, and I consider myself and all my teammates lucky that we were able to accomplish our dreams via his team, so we're all very lucky.
Yeah, a touching ceremony today. A few thousand were in attendance today for the 70-minute ceremony, including Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. You saw him there in the piece. Also, Astros owner Jim Crane, Senator Ted Cruz, and Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner. Again, celebration of life for Bob McNair, what he brought to the Texans, but more importantly, what he and his wife did away from that organization. They gave back so much.
Yeah.
That's going to continue, by the way.
Wonderful ceremony today.
Absolutely.
And a lot of familiar faces there,
as
too.
well. Thank you, Randy. As we head to break, this right here is a live look at radar as we follow a weather alert. Frank is tracking the potential for some flooding in parts of the Houston area. His updated forecast still ahead.
But first, Lester Holt joining us with a look at what's ahead on Nightly News.
Lauren and Jonathan ahead for us tonight. New comings and maybe goings in the Trump administration. The president's pick for 2 big roles and the key insider who may be on his way out. Plus, the story of a woman virtually brain dead and the full recovery that her family calls a miracle. On NBC Nightly News after Channel 2 News at 5.
All rise on primetime's biggest stage. All eyes on the league's biggest stars.
Watching fire. That's insane.
All eyes on Sunday Night Football.
For Veterans Day and all holidays, Kronberg flags, flagpoles, and banners.
Toyotathon is on. 'Tis the season for 'Tis the season for great year-end savings.
Get $2,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
This year, we did our holiday shopping without leaving this porch, thanks to H-E-B Delivery. Real game changer. We could order food for Christmas dinner, new cookware, and even gifts for the grandkids, all online.
Which is nice, because I don't like driving much anymore.
No one likes you driving. There's our delivery. It's my spiral hand.
Enjoy Christmas like a kid again with H-E-B, where shopping is easier with delivery and curbside pickup. H-E-B, bring home the holiday magic.
I get a lot now that I have a Medicare Advantage plan from Memorial Hermann.
I get the medications I need.
I get local gym benefits.
It gives us peace of mind.
Even for emergencies, wherever we are.
I get access to a vast network of hospitals and physicians.
And I get it all with no monthly plan premium.
Memorial Hermann Advantage. Get it before December 7th and get the care you deserve. Hurry, call 1-877-261-0279 or go online.
You're ready for holiday guests, and you have the best gifts under the tree. You went to the Cons Home Plus Pick Your Gift Furniture event and got the furniture you really wanted. Then you chose a bonus gift you really wanted. Pick from incredible gifts like an iPad, a 50-inch 4K TV, or an Xbox. Spend a little more and pick two. The Cons Low Payment Finder helps find the lowest payment tailored to you, so you can put more gifts under the tree or keep them for yourself. We won't judge. You got this.
Toyotathon is on. 'Tis the season for great year-end savings.
Get $2,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2019 Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
Texans Game Day on Channel 2, presented by EVA Air. It's your source for an in-depth look at the team and its players from people who know them best. One-on-one with head coach Bill O'Brien on Texans Game Day, Sundays on Channel 2.
Tonight, we continue to track a weather alert as we brought you live at 4 o'clock. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner joined emergency management officials to talk about the potential for flooding overnight.
Channel 2 Sally Mamdou is live tonight near 288 in McGregor. That's an area known for high water issues. Sally, what's it looking like?
That's right, Jonathan. We'll check out behind me here. This is a heavily traveled highway, as you can see, and about a good portion of that stretches all the way down, typically to 610, and usually floods. And with all of that rain that's expected to be anywhere from 2 to 6 inches, street flooding is going to be an issue. The mayor, as you guys just mentioned, spoke just about 30 minutes ago at the Office of Emergency Management ahead of the storm, asking people to get off the streets by 10 o'clock tonight and not to go around any barricades that are expected to be placed at the over 60 areas that are typically prone to flooding.
If you see where barricades have been put in place, especially for underpasses, do not attempt to go around them. That's not a good idea. So if barricades are there, if you see barricades in place, they are there for a reason.
Now, the city has 28 rescue boats along with 31 high water rescue vehicles that are on standby for any stranded drivers. But again, the mayor is asking anyone that doesn't have to be on the road around that time to just stay off the road. This is not a good night to be out and about. It is the weekend, as we all know, but it's not a good night to be out and about. Just stay off the road because a lot of the roads here are prone to flooding. As we mentioned, about over 60 areas are going to have those barricades. But also the mayor spoke today about 4th of July when we saw similar rain, similar heavy rain, and some of the roads were flooded. And he said, best case scenario, nothing happens. We don't see a lot of flooding, but worst case scenario, we see something like we saw at 4th of July. He just wants people to know what they're in for this weekend. Back to you.
All right, Sally, thanks a lot. And with that, it's Friday. Just stay
It is Friday.
home. Don't
It
get out
is,
there
but-
because it's a mess right now.
Well, be careful. I know everybody has holiday parties and shopping, and then probably everybody has something to do. So if you can delay it a little bit,
it would help.
Now, look at this. This is still
That's
right
the mess
there
we're talking
in
about.
Fort Bend
Terrible.
County on the Beltway. It is
Yes.
awful, and
it's completely closed.
Yeah.
on both sides, right?
I know, yes.
So that's the kind of, and I can't say it's absolutely weather related, but it would not surprise me.
No.
I know, so please be careful. Highs today, and this was right around noon, between noon and 1, 75, 76, 73. Actually saw some sunshine today across Harris County. Right now, temperatures with the rain at 62, north winds at 7. So the front has passed through our area, 93% humidity. Still down to the south, it's fairly warm, comparatively speaking, 68 in Galveston. East-southeast winds, so you do not have the front. The front's important as to where it actually sets up, and you can sort of follow with your eyes. Still 68 at Bush, but 62 at Sugar Land, 56 Cleveland. So generally making that movement there. Southeast side, 69, 70 degrees, up to the north, 48, 50, 51. So where that front is, and it's right over Harris County, that's going to be the best chance for this rain to continue. And southeast winds, in fact, you can see right there, those arrows, that's where the front lies as we speak. So here's a look at the exact track radar right now. These red areas are the heaviest rain. Speaking of that, 1/2 inch to 1.25 inches over the last 3 hours, about the most I can find. So certainly nothing that's causing big problems except for traffic. We don't have any reports of street flooding so far, which is certainly good news. Austin to San Marcos, they have an aerial flood advisory until 6:45. And this that you see right here, that's the low. It's going to have to move through here and get everything out of here. So rainfall estimates across the state, pretty manageable. The blues are 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and that's where we're finding most of this. There's some green areas, which is 1 to 2, but it's scattered. So I'm encouraged that this will be maybe a 3 to 4, possibly 6-inch rain event, something that we can all deal with pretty easily. There's a close-up look, and you see up around Huntsville, a lot of this already fell today, so earlier this afternoon. So there's your 1 to 2, even 3 inches of rain around the Huntsville area. But we're seeing some spotty, heavier showers. So don't let your guard down, that's for sure. Exact track radar flood advisory out to the west. So we initialize this pretty well. I mean, this RPM Futurecast has a good grip on this. There's 7:30 with the showers continuing to push across. Some of them will be on the heavier side. There's 10 o'clock tonight. And then it's a little hard to pick out the front with this particular run. You'll see it show up. This is 12:30. You'll see it show up right about there. That's 2:30 in the morning, already moving off and away from the Houston area and continuing back out here on Saturday. But that's sort of good news. If it doesn't have a good delineation, then it's not as strong as earlier. So perhaps as it moves into more stable air from the rains we have had, we'll see it sort of wither away and just move on through here. That's hopefully. And notice this. This is the rain amounts. 3 to 4 inches of rain generally across the area. So then that's total. So I don't see a lot in the 6 to 8 range at all. And it looks like generally wants to move to the coast and off and away. So I've got 3 to 6 average. That looks like probably what's going to happen here. The flood threat is always there, especially for streets with this kind of rain that we are seeing. So be vigilant. Take a deep breath. In the meantime, 100% chance for early morning for the rains. Cold tailgating. Look at those numbers. In fact, this 54 will happen around 6 a.m. and then 52 will be the high tomorrow afternoon. 42 for Sunday morning. 52 with cold tailgating for Sunday. 58 Monday goes to 60 Tuesday. Slight chances of rain Wednesday and Thursday. Then a nice weekend after that. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Deal Talk. My new $4.99 BLT cheeseburger combo comes with 100% beef and hickory smoked bacon, plus fries and a drink, all for just the change in your couch.
I found the remote!
Try my new $4.99 BLT cheeseburger combo.
It's a powerful thing, knowing what you're made of. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, we're made up of many things. We're made up of heart and the hard-working. We're made up of a belief that finding ways to serve all of our zip codes is as important as cracking our genetic codes. And in the end, what we're made of has been the same since the beginning, each other. And that's a healthy state to be in.
Good morning, Houston. Tomorrow's here. We're Constellation. We power your home. And we do much more. Like our new electricity plan that includes protection for your AC, with alerts that will actually tell you if something's wrong, and no charge for repairs. All in one great electricity rate at constellation.com/getmore. An energy company that just sells electricity is so yesterday.
Load up on the smartest tools this holiday season at Nissan's year-end event. Take home the power to do more and save big on every Titan, featuring best-in-class standard horsepower and torque. Plus, every new Titan is backed by America's best truck warranty, so you can be a Titan of the holidays.
Save up to $14,256 on the 2018 Texas Titan, or save up to $5,000 on the 2018 Armada.
But you gotta get it now before it ends.
Deal Talk. My new $4.99 BLT cheeseburger combo comes with fries and a drink, all for just the change in your couch. What? Mr. Wigglesworth, I thought we lost you. Kevin, try my new $4.99 BLT cheeseburger combo.
Here we are again, seeking answers to the same old questions.
24 hours after living through that horrific mass shooting.
Back-to-back devastation.
These helicopters looking for any body of water to make drops on that massive inferno.
There is some good news for James Harden, whose Rockets are struggling right now.
Yeah, get this. The beard has become Giphy's most popular NBA gif ever. It shows Harden's memorable exit, there you go, from a post-game interview back in 2015. That GIF has since received more than 286 million views. I'll admit, I've shared it a couple of times as well. We're back in just a moment.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Harold Reese Jewelers. Save hundreds, even thousands of dollars. MyDiamondMan.com.
To Sam, life's an adventure. And with the Reliant Speak and Save plan, anything's possible.
Sam, have you been playing with the thermostat? Okay, Google, make it warmer.
It comes with the Nest Thermostat E and Google Home at no cost. That's life switched on. Reliant.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something, too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
And I love that you love it.
I love it.
I like bread.
It's the GMC Denali season to upgrade. Get over $5,700 total value on this terrain. Plus, get $1,000 purchase allowance when you finance through GM Financial.
Discover San Antonio's most prestigious new home community during the Canyon's Happy Holidays land sale. Take advantage of attractive savings incentives on half-acre to 12-plus acre home sites in the Hill Country's finest location. Be close to all that San Antonio has to offer. The Rim, La Cantera, the River Walk, and more. Yet enjoy the relaxing lifestyle of the Hill Country. Come see why the Canyons is the premier place to live in the Hill Country and San Antonio. Call now 877-333-7925.
It's not the holidays until the halls are decked with devices. That's why Xfinity X5 delivers the best Wi-Fi experience, so the whole family can stream, game, and share together.
They're here.
After all, the more the merrier. Now that's simple, easy, awesome.
Deck your devices with America's best internet provider and get Xfinity Internet and TV for $34.99 a month for a year. Plus, see how you can save when you switch to Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today.
What's in Potter? The Smash New York and West End Harry Potter parody is coming to Houston. Potter plays December 11th to 30th at the Zilker Hall. Tickets at thehobbycenter.org or by calling 713-315-2525. Get yours now.
To Sam, life's an adventure. And with the Reliant Speak and Save plan, anything's possible.
Sam, have you been playing with the thermostat? Okay, Google, make it warmer.
It comes with the Nest Thermostat E and Google Home at no cost. That's life switched on. Reliant.
Okay, all eyes on the weather and look at that.
And traffic.
I just put that as an example of what's going on out there, so be careful with this rain. And you can see the showers on the heavier side down to this west and south. In Houston, not so much, but we're getting an easy half an inch of rain per hour down to the south. A few lightning strikes, Danbury to Lake Jackson, and then off to the west as well. So your forecast continues at 100% chance tonight for rain into tomorrow morning. I'll have updated models, usually updated about 5:45.
All right.
Okay.
Frank, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Nightly News is next.
Saturday Night Live? What do you mean all the wigs exploded? Oh my God, okay.